Good afternoon, Amenten. Welcome. So, everyone's here. Oh, thank you for asking. It is fine at the moment. Hopefully it continues that way. I think it will. Hopefully. I don't know. But, we'll see. I don't want to just fully, say, oh, this is working. I don't want to say something and then have something worse happen. So I just want to wait a full week, and then I can say, okay, this is how it is. Okay. Okay. Now, why you're all here? Why all of you are here? Is because I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you that this month, starting on May 19th, which is the new moon in Taurus, I want to challenge you to spend time with the person who has the nodes opposite you. This has to be that because this is the whole point of this. If you have multiple people in your world that have, say, I'm a Taurus North node, and I would want to spend half a lunar cycle with a Scorpio North node. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And I have, there's several options that I'm thinking of. And I know who I'm going to be spending time with, and I'm very, very excited. I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled. And, plans have already been made in place. I'm going to give it a little bit of time so that I personally, because I'm going to be doing this with you, so that I personally can decide who I'm going to be with. I sort of want to have it. I want to sit with it. I'm pretty sure that I know who I want to, live with for half a lunar cycle. Although, I do want to see, what I'll feel like later down the line, personally. Now, I'm going to come at this from a place of truth. When your truth has changed, your truth has changed. And it may go back and forth. It may fluctuate from one thing to the other. So you may feel one way about something, another way about something, another time. Make sure that you spend time with someone that you feel like you can grow the most from. Because you really want to maximize the growth and the opportunity of this karmic sort of attraction and bond that you'll potentially be having with somebody else. And I sent a video about the North Node conjunct the South Node. It's super short, but she is very good. Truth in Astrology Jewel. She explained what that was like, and makes sense that you're going to find that that you may be more drawn from this person, and is so critical that it's the person whose South Node is your North Node, so that they can teach you and you can grow, and you can teach them and they can grow. So that's what I call a nodal soulmate, somebody that you can teach and learn from. In talking about, I'm just going to say his name, Joseph Bonstetter, who has his South Node Scorpio just like I do, I find that I am drawn away from him. I want to, I'm sort of like, we're magnets. I'm just repelling because of the familiar energy of that South Node. I kind of want something different. Like when you have two of the same, it's great, but that can often get, a little bit, annoying, and it can be a little, like kind of stale, and it can, be great, but it can also be flatlined, and you're not growing, you're not getting anywhere, you're not moving forward in life, all those things. So that is why, we're talking about somebody who was born, you were born at a certain time, 9 years later, when nodes are in the opposite signs. That's what I'm talking about. Cultivating, appreciation for that, because it is their South Node that is teaching you, and they're also moving in the North Node direction. Remember, it's both and. It's both and. Using the higher vibration of your South Node, and also learning the higher lessons of your South Node to move into your North Node. Ultimately, for example, South Node in Scorpio, South Node in Taurus. Both South Nodes are attached to things. And both are about releasing, both are about inner, wealth, but in different ways. Taurus is the physical attachments. Scorpio is more of the emotional stuff. That's what I want to say. I would also say, maybe, bonus, extra credit, try to, if somebody that you, view that you don't like, who has the opposite nodes as you, or maybe this is a great opportunity for you to get to know them better and, find, love and liking for them. And so, here's the deal. When I am sitting with my family and I'm hearing a lesson being taught to me, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do anything that isn't real, although, I'm at a place now where, the reality is what they are saying is right, because they've lived and they've experienced. You haven't. It could be your grandmother from a time of a generation that you view as not caught up to now, and you may disagree with their, advice and what they say, but they are right. And it is spiritual wisdom what they're telling you. Even though on the surface it may not sound like it, it is. It is. That's why if you are, continuing to get called something that you're not, here's one of the things that, my grandma, told me. And I was in a state of resistance to that. If this is the worst thing that can happen in your life, ... Wisdom. Pure wisdom. Right there. If this is the worst thing that can happen in your life, as wisdom. Take it as wisdom. It's not as big of a deal. It's a habit pattern that may be very difficult to break, and I was not understanding enough and compassionate enough. I'm growing, and it's huge for you to take your primal emotions and then channel them through love and compassion. Relationships are the doorway to evolution and enlightenment. That's why we're really looking to the North Node in Libra, which happened in 2014 and 15. And I honestly wish that the North Node was going to enter Libra. Because, the North Node in Aries, it is where we want to go. But, Libra has more, profound, well, I don't know. I don't want to go there. Point is, it's not about you. And, we live for relationships. Life is about relationship. And with the North Node in Aries, we can show up with true, authentic love for our relationships. But it is about our relationships.